Okie dokie. Hopefully y'all can hear me. We are live at the moment. Hello there, Debbie. Hopefully Shelly will pop on here shortly. Hope everybody's doing well today. Hopefully everybody remembered that there is a live today. You never do know though sometimes. But hopefully you all are doing well. I might have to give Shelly an email just in case. Can everybody hear me okay? I never can tell with these headphones. So I'll type in, can you hear me? All right. All right. So I'm going to give Shelly a quick email just as a reminder. She might have forgotten. I know she's always busy. Or she might be having some issues with her internet. You never can tell sometimes. Hello there, Margot. How you doing? Just sending Shelly here a quick. Oh, here we go. I think. Let me.
Hello.
There we go.
What?
Hello there.
Hello. Sorry, just about made it. I'm running around as usual.
All good. All good. It's always busy there, I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm packing to go away, so I've got hundreds of washings to do. I'm washing all the pet blankets, freshening them up before I leave. Yeah, that's it really. Are you all right?
Yeah, we're doing fine. Hello, Bruce. Hello, Margot. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Sunlight. Hello, all. Yeah, we're doing fine out here. We actually yesterday we were doing a lot of washing ourselves yesterday, just because it was just time just to wash a lot of the blankets and things like that. So definitely know how it
Yes.
is with that. Now, if
It's
anybody has any,
terrible because all the.
oh, go ahead, Charlie.
Oh, sorry.
You're good. Go
No,
ahead.
no, it's all right. Go on.
Hello, Catitude. I was just going to ask if anybody has any kitty related questions, feel free to put them in chat and I will post them up so we can answer them. If not, then I guess we'll just kind of shoot the breeze here. We will see.
Just roll with it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm good, thank you, Sunlight. How are you?
Yeah, so I was going to say on yesterday's live stream, I was telling folks that we lost power the night before and didn't think anything of it. Power, you lose power, it comes back, right? Later that night, though, we were doing some cooking and we noticed our stove top and our oven was not like getting hot at all. So, unfortunately, we have to put out a service ticket. Hopefully, it's just like maybe a heating element broke or something got fried maybe in the oven or in the stove. It's under warranty, thankfully, but still, though, I mean, we're getting in the process of trying to sell this house, so we can't, we got to have like working appliances. So it was good
Very
time.
hot, isn't it, still?
It is, yeah. We're like in the 90s still.
Yeah. Awful, awful weather.
Bruce, how are you doing? How is what was the cat's name again? I want to say Penelope, Bruce. I know it's not Penelope, and I know it starts with a P. Pepper. Yeah, Pepper. How is Pepper doing? Oh, and Shelly, how are all the kitties doing? You want to do like, I don't know, like a state of your cats, how they're all doing?
Oh, they're good. Do you know what? Don't tempt fate, but everyone's good at the minute. We've got May here. Oh, Echo. Yeah, everything seems all right so far, so good. I'm glad. I wouldn't want anything to be not good before I go away.
How
It's
long are
always a
you going?
worry.
Is it like 2 weeks again? How long you?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
It's a long time.
It is, isn't it? But I think everything should be fine. It normally is. Um, but you know, we've got a little bit more than usual. We've got an extra 2 than we had before. With that's Echo and May, they're best
Hello,
buddies.
hello, Kevin. Hello, Maya. Hope you all are doing well. Yeah, I couldn't imagine leaving for 2 weeks. I mean, I can't even imagine leaving for a couple of days. Unfortunately,
It's
right
not
now.
easy.
Uh, yes, Rosie. Can kind of maybe zoom down a little bit, and Rosemary's kind of by the water fountain there. She's such a small
Oh.
cat, it might be difficult to see her, but she can't hear me, but she can kind of see my arm, maybe. Why? Hi, you little nutball.
So did we get any questions? Did we get any questions?
Not this time. Nope. Oh well.
Well, maybe everybody knows everything they need to know.
Maybe. It's a very smart audience.
Yes, exactly.
Smarter than me. I still have a lot of questions in life with cats myself,
Oh
but
God, yeah, same. You think you know most of it, and then something comes along, and you realize you don't know anything about it. You know, um, yeah. And I'm just looking at my cat's paw, and I just see that Echo has got some ringworm.
ooh. Mm. That's
It's
yeah.
it's never going to leave us, is it? It's just going to make its way round everybody until we
So
are
it's
bankrupt.
yeah, sorry to
That's
hear that.
it's a
Hello there,
nightmare.
Ryan. Ryan, hope you're doing well. Maya, how are we doing? I think we answered that question. So we're both doing well. And that is a question. Yeah, it doesn't have to be cat related questions. I mean, it can be pretty much
No,
anything under the sun. Kevin, you have a question for me. Looking forward, where are you looking to move? So, Kevin, it's either going to be in like the Claremont area in Florida, which is like part of Orlando, kind of in the general Orlando area, or we might just stay in NC. And if we stay in NC, it'll be moving back down to the coast again, the Wilmington area. To be determined still. Kind of depends on how much this house sells for, to be honest. Because Florida is going to cost more because it's a longer move. It's like $6,000-7,000 just to move there. And then if we say like in NC, it's like a couple thousand. So it just depends. Yeah, Kevin, Claremont, we do. We've been there a few times, and we kind of like the vibe of it. It kind of reminds of us of NC a little bit. It just kind of has an NC feel to it. So, and we like kind of like the hills that are in Claremont as well. So to be determined as still though, but we'll see. We shall see. And then we got the whole rent and buying and all that stuff. We don't know. You know, we could rent, but then if we
okay,
rent,
stop.
we can only have like 2 cats legally, 3 at the most. So then we have like
No
6 or 7
way.
illegal kitties. So that's a problem if somebody like finds out, you get like evicted out of your rental. So we've done it before, but it's always dangerous. So we will see. And then my kitties, the kitties that we live with, Max, as most of you know, Max, he had a little bit of probably conjunctivitis kind of come back a little bit, but he's back on Doxy, and even just a couple days now of being on Doxy, his eyes are pretty much cleared up. So hopefully, a longer course of Doxy will kind of like get whatever might be lingering still in his system completely out. Now, if it comes back though, we're thinking maybe he's actually got some kind of allergen. Maybe he might be allergic to the carpet. He might be allergic to his food. He might be allergic to the litter box. He might be allergic to himself. You know, you never can tell. But hopefully it doesn't come back. Everybody else though, they're pretty good. All the other kitties, I can't complain.
That's good. At least it's hard, isn't it, when you know, you think it's going away and then it comes back again, and it just it's hard. You just want a straight answer, don't you, to know what the cause is, so that it can just be dealt with. Yeah.
Hi, Roz. Yeah, well, the only thought maybe is like we only got him 6 days worth, because I accidentally dropped one of the
Mm.
pills down the sink, and it was a whole pill, so it's supposed to be cut in half. He was supposed to be at 8 days, but he only got like six, so
Oh
maybe that had
no.
something to do with it. He didn't get like a full week. But from what I was
Yeah.
reading though, normally it's like 2 weeks worth. So when I talked to the vet again, they said we'll give you 2 weeks worth. So he'll hopefully get those 2 weeks. Let me just keeping up on chat here. Oh, Roz, I was just talking about Max. Max is doing well. His eyes are pretty much, for the most part, cleared up, which is good. So it feels like he's kind of on the right track again. So we'll knock on whatever kind of wood this might be, and hope for the best.
Mhm.
Hello there, Angela.
Hello, everybody.
My Saturday lives, I need to bring this water and actually drink it when I talk, because I talk so much on these lives that I do, especially Saturdays for 2 hours, and I never bring any water with me. Shelly, looks like you got a question from Bruce on how is Mochi or Moochie, the little gremlin.
He's okay. He's over there. I'm trying to work out why I can't zoom in. I think because I logged in directly from the link. I didn't log in with YouTube this time. So I've got a really small screen here
Mm.
than usual. Is it small on your side as well?
It is a little smaller. It's like, because you're in vertical format though as well. It looks like, so that's gonna make it a little bit smaller anyways, I think. But it does, like on my side I can see like a third of the screen is just the actual like what I see, and then like off to the sides is just black bar. It looks like black and black.
Hmm. Yeah, same. Yeah, Mochi's good.
It happens.
He's in and out this room most of the day now. He's going to the vets tomorrow though with Butchie because they have to stay in the clinic. I can't leave Mochi here on his own. He's too small, I think, at the moment. When I'm back, it's okay, but not when I'm not here. Um, he annoys everybody. So I
Mm,
don't know. Anything could happen when I'm not here. Um,
sure.
and my friend, she doesn't have loads of cats like me, so I don't think she would know what to look out for if anything was to happen.
No, yeah,
uh,
that makes sense.
she's
That
not here
makes
long
sense.
enough to see if they're eating or like you know doing the things that they should be doing.
Yeah, just
um
probably a quick like kind of like just come in and what kind of put water and food in, check the litter boxes, and then go.
that's it, exactly. Just count heads, and then I said just make chuck some yeah, chuck some dreamies down, and if everyone comes out for a dreamy and they eat it, that means everybody's okay. If some refuse dreamies, then something's not right, if you know what I mean.
That
So
makes sense. Yeah,
it's the only way for us to tell.
in the past when we had people come in where we weren't so complicated, we'd just say, just make sure everybody's alive and just give them food and water if they need it and scoop their boxes and then head out. And that's it. That's all you need
Yeah,
to do.
because
Back when it
I
was
wonder,
less
yours
complicated.
probably. Yeah, exactly. Yours probably do the same. Like mine run away from people when they come anyway.
Some.
So, it's hard to tell if you can see everyone. But if you've chucked some sweets down, they normally tend to come out. And after a couple of days of seeing that person, they get a little bit more
Used to them.
like, less shy. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Want to say a quick hello to Tigress, a quick hello to Earl. Is there
Hello,
anybody
everybody.
else? I think that's it. And then also Kevin had a question for you, Shelley. I can read the question.
Oh,
I don't know
sorry,
if
I
you have it.
can't. Yeah,
You should,
where
no
is it? Oh,
problem.
yes.
Oh, you got it? I mean, I can read it if I need to.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can read it. Yep.
Will do. So it's just saying, how do you know the Echo has ringworm? Is there something noticeable?
Yeah, he's got some patches on his ear and on his little foot. Let me just try and turn it around for you. Oh, that's me. On there, on his foot, there is a patch there, which wasn't there yesterday. And there's some on his ear, some little red bits. Normally they come around the ears and the feet when they get it. So yeah, and he plays with May a lot. May was not contagious for a while. It was going down, but it seems to have come back up again on May. It's the worst ringworm I've ever experienced in my life. I think
Mm.
Mochi brought in a kind of really strong, like really bad form of it. I don't even know if it was like a ringworm. It could be like a horrible mange or something like that. So we're still putting cream, but hers was all healed up last week and it's all come back again on May's head. Can you see? And these two are always together. So it's
Yeah.
really
Okay.
hard to have to segregate her again,
Yeah, it's definitely it's
after,
yeah, quite noticeable there. She's got some looks like missing some fur as well.
yeah, she's lost some hair on her ears where she's scratching it, you see.
Mm.
And
Could a
they're
could a
always,
cone could a cone do anything like a soft cone?
yeah, possibly. But again, it's a cone I don't want to put on whilst I'm away and she
Oh
gets
yeah, of
caught with
course.
it.
Sure.
But when I'm back, I mean, she's had her injection, so she shouldn't be reinfected. But like I said, this ringworm is terrible. It's the worst I've ever seen. Um, I've had a look at everybody else. I can't really see anybody else with it. I think because Echo is a young cat, he's more likely to catch it. I think being so young. Um, when the cats get older, they get a little bit more of a better immune system. So they
Yeah,
could carry it. They could have the ringworm, but they don't show any symptoms.
sure. Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
Roz, I think that answered your question because you asked about how May was doing, so that kind of filled you in how May was doing. Shelly, Catitude also asked like if you yourself can catch that again also.
Oh, most likely, yes. Probably I could get reinfected again because I've got no antiviral injection to stop me. So, I mean, as humans, we just take tablets and creams. Um, I haven't seen any for about 2 weeks now. We took tablets for 3 weeks straight, um, and creams. So we'll see. It could come back again. It could.
Well, I don't know if I've ever had any of our kitties. I'm looking over at my wife, had any kind of like bacterial, kind of like ringwormish kind of issues ever. I mean, we've had some flea issues like way back when. Well, yeah, but actually as a human being, I'm talking about a cat. We had one of our nieces develop ringworm because she wasn't sometimes the most sanitary. I hate to say it like that, but she
Yeah.
was a teenager, and sometimes teenagers can be a little messy, let's say.
Yeah, they just got to catch it off somebody at school. Kids and that, they catch it at school really easily. Um, but I think in summertime, whenever you have, we've always experienced ringworm with kittens,
Hmm.
um, and we've managed to always sort it out, always. But I think it was my mistake this time. I was really cuddling Mochi too much. And then obviously not taking precautions, and I think I've just spread it around.
Well, that's hard
uh
not to do. I mean, I'm sure we probably are guilty of doing the same thing, maybe with like some of the upper respiratory infection or things like that, because you're supposed to like
yeah.
wash your hands after every time. But it's like, I mean, come on now, I got to be real. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't do that.
you're touching your cats every day, all day, it's really hard not to. um we're not a clinic as such. We can't segregate every animal, unfortunately. It's just one of those things that if they all catch it, they're all going to need some antiviral injection to help them to not get reinfected again. um which is really, like, a bit of a pain because you can't, all the cats I can grab except Raven. So that's what my fear is if anything happened, I wouldn't be able to get her in a box as easy to just
Mm,
go and get anything done that
sure,
she needs quickly.
sure. Yeah, Glarebear is leaving a comment saying kids are gross, and I don't necessarily disagree with that. Working for kids for quite a while, they are
Yeah.
definitely little germ factories, and every time I started up like a new year, I would always get sick inevitably within the first month or two because you got all these new germs coming at you.
Oh
And
yeah,
then
definitely.
Margot is saying that kids don't wash their hands much. And I would tend to agree with that as well. But, there are some people that actually wash their hands too much. It can kind of go
Yeah.
both ways. You want to wash your hands, of course, but if you wash your hands like all the time, you're actually washing all the good germs and the good bacteria off. So there is good bacteria and there are good germs as well.
So
You
I've
kind
got
of need both.
them. It's a cream that we're using for their skin. It's a cream just to kind of like, yeah, curb it
Hmm.
really.
Okay.
It's not,
And that's something like if another cat licks it, I guess that's something that's safe for them.
yeah, it wouldn't do much. It might just give them a little bit of immunity, if anything. But this is the cream that we use. It's Travazole. It's one of the most popular creams for ringworm.
Okay.
We can
Nice.
use it on us and them at the same time.
Oh, that's good. That's
Oh.
effective. It looks like
Yeah, and
cat.
it does.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
really
Go ahead.
effective.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay. I was gonna say, it looks like Catitude has a comment that one of their kitties once had it, and they had to dip them. Apparently, they had to dip them in some kind of sulfur stuff a few
That's
times a
right,
week.
sulfur. Yeah,
And
we've got that as well.
I remember working in an animal clinic once where some cats came in and they had just fleas. They were covered with fleas, and we'd have to give them like flea, not necessarily flea baths, but like flea dips. Um,
Yeah.
and that was always a good thing. And they always came to me to do it because I was kind of like always the cat whisperer, if you will. Cats would always kind of remain calm, usually, with myself.
Yeah, that's the way to go. You're getting them bathed. You can do that with small kittens, but it's really hard with the bigger cats. You can't really dunk them in water for long enough to do it, another thing you can do is like get a solution that is made for them for bathing, and we normally get like a wet wipe, wash the wet wipe so all the chemicals from the a wet wipe come out, so it's like a damp cloth, or you can use a damp cloth, whatever, but it's it's a lot softer. And then you squirt the solution on it, make it all foamy, and then you just rub it over their skin, like their
Hmm.
hair, as if you were like giving them a wipe down, and you can do that as well, which
Okay.
is it's good. Yeah.
Okay.
So yes.
Let's see. Looks like Tigress is saying she's afraid of kids that are under 10 years old, but she doesn't know why. That's pretty funny. Maya is saying we're missing Sue S, Sue, and Lewis. And usually when Maya says like we're missing certain people, I've told her this the last couple of times she's been on my lives. They tend to pop up in like 5 to 10 minutes after she like kind of conjures them up somehow with her comments. I'm not quite sure how. It looks like Catitude had another question for you, Shelly. He's
Oh
asked.
yeah.
Actually, Catitude, I've never asked. Are you? And I guess you don't have to say if you're male or female. I don't know. I have no idea. But
Yeah,
they're
it's true.
asking. They're asking. Can you get the Travasol over the counter, or is it just by prescription?
It's normally by prescription, but because we're in Turkey, um, they can be a bit dodgy. So we can ask for it, and they tend to give it to us. Um, yeah, they give it to us, but it is
It kind of
normally
sounds like
by prescription.
It kind of sounds like our vet. I mean, our vets are so used to us being down there. It's like we don't even have to like go in certain times anymore. We just like say, "Hey, we need these medication. Can you get it?" And they said yes. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
So we don't have to like waste money on an exam that we don't have no need for, kind of thing.
that's
So it's kind
exactly
of,
it.
yeah, it's good to have a vet where they'll do kind of stuff like that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Catitude.
definitely.
Catitude's a female.
Oh.
Okay, I just had no idea or male or female, but okay, Catitude. All right, now I know. I just wasn't sure.
Mhm.
I don't know, just never knew. Bruce, you're saying that Nene, Midnight, and Stinky are still hiding or still hissing at Pepper. Well, that's not uncommon. It's only been a few days, Bruce. Bruce, is Pepper like in a certain room? I'm assuming, or do you have her like kind of free flowing, or is she kind of like quarantined yet, or quarantined still? Something like a scent might work on that, Bruce. Or I'm sure your daughter probably has plenty of good opinions too, being a veterinarian as well. Looks like somebody's getting some brushies.
Yeah, she's
Do any of
like
those
grooming, over grooming.
do any of those kitties like being brushed? Some cats they hate being brushed, but some.
Most of them all do. Yeah, Raven never used to, but she likes it now. She sniffs the brush and then she headbutts it, so I know that she wants it.
Okay.
But before she wasn't keen on it. The only one that doesn't like it is Betty.
Oh, bad
Um,
Betty.
so when I go towards her, try and give her a brush, she's like, no,
Yeah.
yeah, she gets pissed off.
Nice. I'm
Yoshi
not
loves it.
surprised.
Ooh, he loves it.
Well, Yoshi's got a lot to brush. Nothing personal, Yoshi. You got some extra, loving to be loved
Oh
on.
God, yeah. Ugh.
Kind of like Tiny a little bit.
And
She's
he
got a
sticks
lot
his
of
bum in the
extra.
air as well.
Oh, yes, the great butt. We always like to see the butts.
He
Always
loves
love
it. Has
those
he got any? Is he got?
asterisks.
I think he's got ringworm on his head and all. What a
Mm.
disaster! On his eyelid.
Hi, Bruce. So Pepper is quarantined in your daughter's room. Have they actually done any introductions then yet, Bruce? Like, have they seen each other like face to face, or like through a cage, or through through something yet with Pepper and the others that are still having some issues? I mean, it's only been a few days, so you definitely, you got like, I mean, expect like usually a couple weeks, sometimes a month, sometimes a long time, sometimes never. I mean, look at Rosemary. She's a lunatic when she sees the other cats still, unfortunately. Glare Bear, some cats don't even like to be held, but they will sleep on you all day. What are you saying? You have a 5-year-old that doesn't allow you to pick him up unless there are thunderstorms. Interesting. Hello there, Icon. Hope you're doing well on this Sunday.
Mochi, what are you doing?
Well, hopefully you don't come back in a couple of weeks, and it's like everywhere.
They've all lost their hair.
Well, hey, then they all get summer cuts. Maybe they all want to stay
They'll all look
cool.
like Sphinx cats when I'm back.
That would be quite an interesting visual.
Oh, hello.
I'm
Oh,
still here.
can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yep.
Oh yeah. Yes. But I'm going to get my vet to pop round tomorrow night now because I'm going to have to, and the ones that we can catch, we're going to have to give them some antivirals of the ringworm, and then hopefully that will keep it at bay for a couple of weeks because it's every 2 weeks they should have it for two. So they have it 2 times, 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks later again.
Okay. Maya was kind of,
Yeah.
I don't know if Maya had an actual question, but she was talking about her 5-year-old that doesn't allow her to pick him up unless there are thunderstorms. And if there was any kind of like way, I guess,
Wow.
to fix that. I'm assuming, Maya, that, I mean, sometimes I ask dumb questions, but to me, you don't know until you actually ask the question. Um, I'm assuming you want to be picking the kitty up besides when there are thunderstorms going on. I'll wait for you to answer on that, but I mean, in my like thoughts, just some general things, like if you maybe give them some treats, like slowly but surely, and you gotta, like, put a treat down, and then maybe you do like just put your hand out, let them sniff it, right, and then slowly but surely, then you might be like put a treat down, and then maybe like pet them a little bit, put another treat down, pet them a little bit more, and then kind of work your way into being able to pick them up. Um, because most cats, not all, but most cats are very food motivated. Not all of them, but the bulk of them, they'll do something with food. But I'll wait for Maya though to respond though. I'm assuming she would actually want to pick them up. It looks like Tigress is saying spend time with them and to also give them some treats as well. Shelly, you have any thoughts on that for Maya? Like any
it's it's a
suggestions?
really it's a really hard one because the cat's 5 years old, and I always think like once they are like a certain age, it, it sometimes never really changes. Um, I've got two cats like that I can't hold for longer than 2 seconds. Um,
Raven being one. Who's the other one?
Raven, I can't even pick up.
Okay.
Yeah, Moon. If I go to try to pick up Raven, like just put my both my hands on her, she freaks out. So, but Moon, she doesn't let you pick her up without growling. I can pick up Betty. You wouldn't believe it, but you can. Um, and Honey is another one. She doesn't allow you to hold her either.
Hmm.
She will, but she doesn't want to. She's always trying to squirm out as soon as you pick her up.
Okay. So Maya, he's saying or she's saying that the kitty follows her everywhere, but he was a 7 month feral when they got
Mm.
him. Hmm. Maya, what happens when you try to pick him up like right now and not in a thunderstorm situation? Does the kitty just run away? Does he hiss? Does he sniff and then run away? What does he like what does he do? I mean, and 5-year-old is definitely like, an adult. I don't know. I'm like under the thinking that almost any cat can kind of be, I don't want to say kind of retrained, but I think they can learn um, certain behaviors at almost any age. I think cats are quite smart, but they can be quite stubborn
Yeah.
as well. So Maya, he usually just flees. Okay, he just runs away. Have you tried treats, Maya? I mean, I'm assuming you probably have. You probably tried a lot of things. Stubborn. She's saying he's stubborn. Yes. Okay. And that you have tried treats. All right. Patience, I guess. But then again, I don't know. It has been a long time, so
Yeah, it's a hard one. It really is. You can't. I can't really say if it's going to work or not. It's because I tend to just. I know that if mine don't, if I can't, then I don't try to force it too much. If they come up to you for strokes and headbutts, that's fine for me. But I would prefer it if I could pick them up. The ones that I can't, just only for health reasons. If, like I said, if we need to get to the vet or something like that, it's just that's when it comes important. But if not, then I just leave them be. Just let them be what they
that
are.
makes yeah, that makes sense. Margot is saying that lots of times feral kitties have behavioral issues. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have enough experience on that to really have an opinion one way or the other with that with ferals. Oh, go ahead, Shelly, if you're going to say something.
No, I was just going to say, yeah, ferals. Yeah, I've just been bitten by ferals. That's all. That's all. That's all that happens in the end.
Kind of like some humans, some feral humans, they just bite you as well.
I would.
Uh,
I would sit on the floor, Bruce, but I'm scared to get ringworm. To be honest with you.
oh, I think Bruce is I think that comment is for Maya
Ah.
about her kitty. I think I'm not sure, but I'm assuming that's for Maya.
Just in case he wants me to sit on the floor with them, I'm thinking I don't want to like spread it around even more.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I think that's Maya. I think that's for Maya. Glare Bear, what are you saying? Glare Bear, kind of like yourself, you're fidgety, so you don't like hugs or cuddles because you're too jumpy. Oh, okay. I got some family members that don't like that are anti touchy, and like anything, which, hey, we're all different. Oh, I had a question for everybody. I've asked this question before. It's been a while though, and Shelly, this question is for you too. I think it's kind of an
yeah.
interesting question. So let's say, and it really gets you to think, I think, a little bit. So let's say that a human being lives to be 100 years old. That's standard. Everybody lives to be 100, okay? And then you die. But you live to be 100 years old. In those 100 years, would you rather have one cat only that lived also for those entire 100 years with you, and then they passed away after the 100 years? Or during those 100 years, one cat per year, but then they passed away after that 1 year, but then you had another one come in like on year two, and then another one in year three, and so forth, all the way up to those 100 years. Which would you do?
Very hard, isn't it? It's very hard question. Um, it would be very upsetting, obviously, to lose them every year. Only getting 1 year with them. But I think you, I think I would choose to have more than one.
So one per year? So
Yeah,
100 total?
yeah, because I think it's nice. All cats are different. I kind of feel like that's what I do anyway. So when one does pass away, yeah, it's really sad, but you can help another one and another one. It's so for me it's a little bit easier, but I don't know about other people. It may be harder for other people who are not used to that.
Sure. It looks like Kevin, he said he'd want the cat to live. So he'd want just the one cat. So he would live 100 years and the kitty would live 100 years. And that's what Kevin would say. It looks like Margot, she's saying yes, to lose them that often would destroy her. So she would probably do, I don't know, it kind of sounds like you would do then just the one then. It's kind of sounds like for Margot, unless I'm reading that wrong, which is always possible.
Yeah.
Um, Bruce is saying one cat for 100. Too much heartache. Okay, too much heartache for him too, losing them once a year.
Hmm.
George is saying one for 100. Um,
Just me
Catat-
then.
Catitude is saying one for the whole 100 years. You couldn't take the heartbreak every year. Um, Roz is saying it's a difficult question to answer, but if you have to answer though, you don't have to answer, Roz, of course. I don't force anybody to answer anything, obviously, but if you had to choose though, what do you think you'd pick, Roz? And then let's see. Tigress is saying that she'd rather have a cat that lives, so she'd rather have the 100 years as well. Um, Debbie would also have the one cat for 100 years.
Mhm. Hmm.
Glare Bear, for that question, it doesn't matter what I want, it's what they want. Okay. It's kind of a cop out, Glare Bear. You're not answering the question. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay, we'll see if Roz comes back. Now, I think for myself, okay, Roz, she would have one every year, so she'd have the
Woo,
100
yay.
as well. I could definitely see the like kind of like the coolness of having the one for the 100 years, where I mean that's such a bond you would develop over all that time. Crazy bond. But oh, here, let me see what George says here real quickly. There's always a chance of getting an unholy terror and have to put up for it for 1 year.
That's so true. It's
Yeah, you
always
never.
scary to get a Betty.
So true. That is true, George. But what was I saying? Yeah, so a bond, but I don't know. I kind of think I would probably the different one each year because it's a different personality, it's a different kitty. Um, yeah, I think I would probably do the one also, the one per year. I'm all about the heartache.
Hey.
Oh, speaking of heartache, or speaking of a terror, well, maybe not.
She's trying. She's trying her best to start.
All right, Glare Bear. Glare Bear says you're down to 4 hours of sleep. Ooh, 4 hours of sleep every day. That's not good. I don't think I could function on 4 hours of sleep.
No way, nor could I.
It looks like Tigress says that she has a pillow that says happiness is being owned by a cat. So true.
Yeah.
So that's Betty, I know. And then is that Lily? Is that Lily behind that purple or that
No,
purple? I'm colorblind. That
Lily and
pink box.
Betty would never be that close unless they were fighting. It's Echo, so I
Oh,
think she's
okay.
left him alone. She's she's not going to go for a full fight. It's actually Lily that starts the fights with Betty, but Betty starts on everybody else.
Uh,
So Lily starts on just Betty only. Um,
that's
but Betty has a go
Bocce.
at everybody else.
Bocce's over there going outside. Okay.
No, that was Honey.
Oh, that was
Butchie
Honey.
is
Oh, it looked like Bocce. Looked
outside.
like. Oh, he's already okay.
Yeah, but she's on her way of looking like Butchie, so it's. I can see why you thought it might be.
Yeah, just it looked what looked like the kitty was kind of struggling with the back legs a little bit. That's why I
She,
thought that was.
yeah, because her legs are. She will lose those back legs eventually at some point, but um, she's still using them as normal, like as she would be. But they are slightly getting worse every year.
Oh, okay. That's unfortunate. Hopefully, it's gonna be a while then until she loses like fully the full function of the kitties or of the kitties of the
Yeah.
legs. I mean, Bruce, you're saying you only sleep 3 hours a day. How is that possible, Bruce? How do you
3
function on three
hours.
hours a day? I mean, I barely function if I get like 6 hours a day. I need like a good 8. I will say beauty sleep, but it's not necessarily beauty, but I do need my sleep though.
Yeah, I need sleep terribly.
Roz saying that you think that you believe the cats choose us. I agree with you there, Roz. I would agree with that as well. Um, Bruce, coffee. Okay,
Mhm.
coffee. How much coffee do you drink then, Bruce? Like a couple of gallons of coffee? I can't stand coffee myself. Coffee's nasty. Ugh.
I'm the same. I don't drink much coffee. I have
I don't
one
drink any
in
coffee.
very, very rarely. I'm a tea person, really.
Well, the cool thing about tea is there's so many different flavors. I mean, coffee's coffee, basically. It's brown or
Yeah.
it's black, and you can put sugar, you can put cream in it, and that's about all you can do. I mean, you can't really do much else with coffee. Bruce, you're saying, or not? It's hard to sleep because of Bruce. He had his combat tours back in, I think it was like Iraq, Afghanistan. I can't remember what else, Bruce. You might have been in other places
Hmm.
though.
Hmm. I've got a question for some people. So Lily, she always scoots on the floor. Now she's wormed. They all get wormed, every 4 months we do it because they don't really go outside, do they? So but she always scoots her bum on the floor, especially after she's been a toilet. Does anyone have that problem, or does anyone know why? I mean, a lot of people would go, "Oh, it's because she's got worms," but she don't have worms. So, I mean, she's doing it now. Actually, look, look, look. Oh, well
Yeah,
done, Lily.
she's got the scoots. She's like, let me show you all a
Yeah.
prime example of what's going
I don't know if she's just wiping her pooey bum on the floor, or she thinks there's something left over. I just
on.
don't know why she does it.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to say I think a couple of our cats, I think Yoda will do that on occasion. But let me see what people are saying though. Tigress is saying, did she eat a string or something? So, maybe
No,
there's,
not that I know of. I'm sure we would know about it because it would be like stopping her from eating normal food eventually, wouldn't it? It would cause problems with her gastrointestinal side, and she poops normally,
Maya is
regularly.
wondering, can she not like clean properly? Like, after they go to the bathroom, usually they lift their leg up and they do a little spring cleaning down there.
Yeah,
If the kitty is not cleaning properly,
that
maybe.
could be right. That could be. I don't think I see Lily doing that to herself like the other cats do.
Bruce's daughter, who's the vet, his daughter's a vet. She's saying maybe there might be some kind of like anal gland issue, perhaps.
Ah, she's a female, so I'm guessing I've not experienced that before, so I don't know how I would know. Like like with dogs, I know, but with cats, I'm not sure.
As far as I know, and Bruce's daughter, or Bruce will probably confirm this. I'm assuming. I mean, cats, they do have anal gland issues as well. Actually, Pandora had
Wow.
some kind of like an anal gland like rupture or something a
Oh my
while back,
God.
and we had to get it treated because it looked like she had two buttholes
Oh my God.
when it took place. It was quite a sight. It's kind of gross, but hey, that's life. But it's just obviously they have a lot more smaller, because you got to put your finger in there, right? You got to get your finger in there because you got to squeeze the, kind of squeeze. It's
Oh yeah.
like a little grape kind of feel, and it's hard to get your hand in there. Well, it's impossible to
I
get my
wouldn't be
hand
able
in
to
there.
do it to Lily. No
but
way.
yeah. So let me see. Margot is saying it might be a nervous tick issue.
Hmm.
Uh, Linda also saying it might be another anal gland issue.
Let's have a look.
Angela saying none of her kitties have had it, but she's seen also a lot in dogs as well.
Yeah, no, I see it in dogs.
Glare Bear thinking maybe constipation from a hard dookie, according to Glare Bear.
Yeah, maybe. Bit stingy afterwards.
Um, let's see. Glare Bear is also saying maybe the glands. Seen it in some dogs. Let's see. Maya saying thanks for the visual with Pandora's two buttholes. You're welcome, Maya. I do what I can. Hopefully, not drinking
Eh,
anything. Hello there, Rosemary. Hope you're doing well today. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe an anal gland issue. Maybe.
hmm.
I mean, I think what you could maybe try to do if it's like inflamed, is you obviously want to get. I don't want to be too graphic here for YouTube, but you aren't going to get like your finger up in that area to begin with, but like on the sides, right? Because
Yeah.
it's the same with like dogs. It's like what, the 3 o'clock and the 9 o'clock position, like if it's a
Yeah.
clock, right?
Yes.
So maybe if you get like you check on those areas, like the 3 o'clock and the 9 o'clock, and maybe if it's, I don't know, maybe firm, or you can like feel something kind of hard, maybe.
I
Uh,
mean, I just lifted her tail up. It looks pretty normal and flat and clean and no bulges, no redness, no, you
hmm,
know, no visual signs.
hmm.
Hmm.
Maybe it's just the scoots. I mean, like I was saying earlier, on occasion, on our couch, we do have like cushions, and occasionally we'll see Yoda kind of start at the top of one of the cushions, and they're good sized cushions, and he'll kind of just kind of like scoot his way down, kind of like a slide almost. So just kind of
Eh,
slide down the cushion. I don't know. Maybe they like the sensation. I don't want to get too far out of into the weirdness, but I don't know.
yeah, maybe Lily's just very,
She's a little
you
freaky
know,
kitty.
sensitive. Yeah, that's her, and that's Echo.
Oh,
That's
okay.
this. You can see the size, like the size difference between them. That's see when you see Lily, you don't think that she's small, but she is a small cat
Mm,
compared to because Echo's much younger. She's almost 3 years old. Um, but yeah, she's a lot smaller in size for a cat.
mm, mm.
Yes.
Hello there, Linda. Rosemary also, she's chiming in, just
Cookies.
saying that maybe like I think like others have said, maybe like an itchy bottom. So maybe I
Yeah.
don't know, you could try like some kind of a wipe, maybe
Okay. Yeah.
uh, that maybe kind of calms things down.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
Angela C. I can't say that last name, Angela. I'm sorry, but Angela is saying that Echo has gotten so big.
Yeah, he's really big, and when you hold him, it feels like just muscle,
Hmm.
not
He's a
flab. You know, there's it's not flabby, it's muscle.
he's a strong little
He's
boy.
he's, he's lean.
Hello there, Sue. Nice to see you, Sue.
Mochi, your
Let's
mummy's here.
see. Rosemary is saying that after all, they don't have fingers like us. No, they don't quite have fingers like us, Rosemary. That is true.
They don't know.
Kind of be cool though to have cat claws, though. I think quite the weapon.
It's little May. You're so curious, aren't you?
Is it who's going where again? May is going to be adopted by Sue. Is that correct? And then
Ross.
Mochi.
And then Mochi is Sue, and May is
Okay, other way
Roz.
around. Okay, gotcha. Bruce, thank you for the $2 super chat, friend. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Hello there, Linda or Lucinda, Cindy. How you doing? Hope you're doing well on this Sunday. Yep, that's definitely the way to get that ringworm for you.
I know this is the problem. I can't ignore their love, you know, and they just do these things,
Put a
and I'm
mask
just
on.
like, oh, yeah, a plastic bag over my head, just with my eyes peeping out, or a brown paper bag, maybe. Oh, it's got to the point now where I'm just like, it's gonna come again. It's just, you know, I'm gonna have to take some cream with me to England and some of the tablets, because I won't be able to get it on over the counter without a doctor's appointment, and I don't have a doctor anymore in the UK, so I will have to take some with me.
Catitude was saying that she loves May, and then Cindy was saying that she May reminds her of Ballerina.
Yeah, she is. She's got that really gentle, small body, you know.
How old is May? Like 6 months?
Yeah, I would say about 7 months now. When I found her, she looked about 5 months, so about 7 months now. But she's really like thin. Like her feet are tiny. Her whole frame is really thin. Like when you look at her compared to Raven or, you know, Betty, the other females, she's just very small.
Hello there. Is it Nash Potato? That's a new name for me. Hello there. Hope you're doing well. If you're new to me or new to Shelly, hello and welcome.
Hello, welcome.
Sue was asking, does May have ringworm again? And yep, Sue, she does. And so do
Come back.
others apparently as well.
Come back,
Unfortunately.
and Echo's got it, and I just found a bit on Yoshi's eyelid. But it's going to attack the young ones. It's going to go around in an order of the youngest to the oldest. The oldest may not come out on the oldest, but the youngest ones it will.
Yeah, they'll be able to. They have that immunity built up where they can kind of kick it out of their system. It's the same with like Zelda. I mean, being
Yeah,
20, she never gets like other kitties. We'll see them get like goopy eyes or something, but when it goes around the house, almost everybody gets like something. But she, being 20 plus, she
yeah,
never gets anything. She's always just like immune to everything.
that's right.
It's crazy how it's crazy how she's still doing as well as she is with her age.
Yeah, definitely. It's like when Ballerina came in. Now, normally I would make sure that, you know, I vaccinate the cats and do everything before they move into here. But with Ballerina, I didn't do that because I just thought she's too old. You know, she's got her own immune system, a good, strong immune system. You know, it'd be wrong to vaccinate a cat who's got 20 years or, you know, however old she was, immunity.
Sure.
Um, we have Honey who's 7 now. We don't vaccinate her anymore at all,
Yeah.
because I just don't. She's the same. When anyone's got something wrong, she doesn't get it either.
Mm,
Um,
okay.
and it's just true. It just shows you, doesn't it? The older cats, how they're quite how their immune system's quite good.
For sure. Hello there, Ronan. Hope you're doing well this I was gonna say morning. It could be morning or afternoon for where you're at. But hello and welcome. Hello there also, Raymond. Raymond, you must have a new icon or a new channel thing because I recognize the name, but I don't recognize the picture though. What is that? Hal from 2001, I think, the computer, that evil computer. So go ahead, Shelly, if you're gonna say something.
Yeah, just reading. Bruce and also Rosemary had another question as well. Yes, what I do with the bleach, I do that. I've got a bleach bottle spray, and I spray it on a baby wipe, and I just wipe down all the surfaces, even the sides and that. I give them a wipe down with it as well, just to kind of, because you can't wash everything in this room. You just couldn't. And I don't really want to have to throw away all the beds and
Yeah,
blankets and
no,
carpets.
because then you have to buy all of it again.
Yeah. Once it's gone, once they're over it, it shouldn't come back again, it should just have cleared on its own, but it just will take a bit longer, that's all.
So Ronan, you're out in France. Okay. Out in
Oh,
6 p.m. out in
bonjour.
France. I don't know if I've ever, I'm sure I probably have some people that follow the channel and part of this community that are in France. I've never like talked to anybody though that has been in France. So that's cool. So Rosemary has a question, I think you said as well, Shelley. Let me read the question. What
Yeah,
is it
I'm
saying?
here. Hold on.
You planted catnip seeds that grew nicely, but Dusty just wants to try eating the dirt. Anyone else's cat does that. I don't have any experience with planting catnip seeds, Rosemary, so I have nothing to offer on that.
Hmm. I've never planted catnip seeds before.
It looks though like Sue S is saying, Rosemary, and I'm sure you're seeing it as well, that yes, cats love to chew on dirt. Let me see. Maya is just saying to Rosemary, you wish you could plant some catnip on grass, but encourage them to dig more into the plants. Yeah, I don't have any experience. All the catnip I have is already like in its prepackaged like form,
Same.
either in treats or just in like a little container or something like that. I was thinking, or actually, I was seeing one day. Oh, it has a question for chat actually. Do you all know like how many different variations of catnip there is?
Loads, apparently. Spraying up with mice.
Raymond, that is how 900. That's the name of your icon of your channel. Because I knew it used to be just like a R. Now you spruced it up a little bit. Rosemary just saying okay. He doesn't care for the kind that you buy from PetSmart. Hello there, Cersei. How you doing?
Hello, welcome everybody. 14 kinds. I thought there'd be more than that, to be honest.
There's like, from what I've seen, like 200 different variations of catnip, which is
I was
crazy.
going to say, I thought it was like 100.
Yeah. Sue here coming in. There are over 250, but apparently
Wow.
only one attracts though cats, or I guess maybe kind of gets cats kind of high. Sue, right? Gotta love those high cats. Is Rosemary upstairs? She okay? She all right? Angela, you grew some in her yard in a patch, but now it's everywhere. Oh, it's like weeds. The cats eat the blossoms,
Wow, that's
done
amazing.
to seed and then planted where they would go to the bathroom. Yeah, most of our kitties, they kind of have, your typical kind of like crazy reaction. They get all like runny or zoomy, or they get all lovey and rubby. But some of them, though, a couple of them, they're like, they sniff it and they like move on. This doesn't do anything for me. Sorry, human.
Same, exactly the same.
All right, folks. I think, Shelly, I don't know about you, but I was thinking only about an hour or so with this live stream. And it's been a little over an hour. So,
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I will just yeah, get back to doing everything, and yeah, that's fine for me. No worries. If that's all right with everybody else as well,
yeah,
of
I mean,
course.
unless anybody has any like major questions or like interesting
Yeah.
questions or anything, this is the time. Or if you have something, and always feel free to talk about your own kitties as well. Don't feel like you can't talk about your own cats in these live streams. It's kind of like almost wanted too, because you can only say so much about your own cats that
Yeah, you
that you
don't want to
live
be
with.
going on, do you? Like, yeah, so my cat does this, and then it's we might as well just have a chat between ourselves.
So, because I know, most of these folks, as far as I know, they have like, I know Bruce has like nine, or yeah, I think Bruce has nine. Catitude has a few. Cersei has a few. So everybody's got like a number. But I'm not getting any questions here, so I think everybody is good. I just wanted to say, those who do join like my live streams, the donation ones, we will be doing our next one on Saturday. Um, Hopefully, we'll be able to get to a few new places. We don't have as many seniors that we need to sponsor in Safe Haven. There's just 6 at the moment. Hopefully, maybe 1 or 2 more will get adopted before next Saturday. Because I like to try to like put more into different places. Um, and then on Sunday, again, we're going to try that Google Meet again, see how that goes. Um, Obviously, I'll talk more about that later in the week with community post.
And this will be my last live for 2 weeks. Yeah, till I get back.
Cersei was saying that she wants to tell you about the kitten Trooper who was attacked. What you got, Cersei? What's going on with that kitten?
Oh, yes, please. Narcosis. Oh, no.
And then what it was, so he's in the hospital with
Mm.
necrosis. We'll need part of his leg amputated at least, but he's eating on his own. Well, Cersei, at least the kitty Trooper is eating on his own. That's usually a very big step on
Yeah.
a road to recovery. They're not having to like force feed or
Oh,
anything. Um, and I mean, the great thing about cats is they're very adaptable. If they lose a limb,
yeah.
and even if it has to be like the whole leg, there are plenty of cats with just 3 legs that get around. I mean, there's cats with just 2 legs that get around well
Yeah.
enough. And again, Cersei, I know I asked, or I said this like in a comment. If you ever want, like myself, I'm only going to speak for myself. I can't speak for Shelly, of course. But if you
Mhm.
ever want, like our community or my community, and I'm sure Shelly would feel the same, to like maybe do like some kind of I don't know, something, because I know vet bills aren't cheap,
Definitely.
and I know that you're doing this on your own at the moment. So I think, if you ever need like some extra help, I mean, I can always, and again, I'm just going to speak for myself, but I don't want to speak for Shelly, but we'll
Yeah,
like do
no,
like.
that would be fine for me too, of course, 100%,
Oh,
definitely.
okay. I just don't want to speak for you because I don't want you just get yourself into
Yeah.
trouble.
Yeah, share a photo on the Ravens community as well. you know, so that can help. And if you have a, if you want to put, you can post a link that you might like, a PayPal link, you could do that. That would be great too.
Yeah, or Cersei, if you have like a PayPal, then I can like dedicate like a live stream or two to like, all of it would just go to help this kitty. GoFundMe's can help.
Yeah,
So just, don't feel like you're kind of by yourself, or alone, because I think there's between like these two communities, I think there's plenty of those who would help if they know something is going on. Um, so that's part of the reason of building these communities is when stuff like this happens, you have somebody that you can go to, or a group, a group of like-minded, caring individuals that can help out and support
definitely.
as well. So, Cersei's, thank you very
Oh,
much. Let you know, yep, and she'll try to upload some pictures, it looks like, as well. And I had, I just want to quickly say, I did have my own like community post, or like my viewer post thing up too, but I was getting like a lot of just additional like stuff that I had to like get rid of, so I had to take it out. Maybe one day I'll get it back up and running again, but I had to turn mine off.
yeah, I see what you mean. It's hard. I can't keep up with the community posts. I forget to check it. I do. I forget to look at it. It doesn't give you an easy option just to remember, to remind you to look at it. You know, like I'm so used to looking at the videos. YouTube has been around for years, and it's really hard to train your brain to remember there's a community page. You know,
Sure.
it's not like Facebook, where when you go on Facebook, it's your wall and it's there. You get to see everything. I think that's what they're trying to follow, that kind of Facebook wall style where people, can post on there if they wish.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
Like a
And
new a
then just,
news feed, isn't it?
yeah, I'm never on Facebook, but yeah, I do remember kind of how the layout of Facebook is. It probably hasn't changed over the years. Not much, I would
Yeah.
imagine. Cersei, just a little bit more information. So the kitten was attacked by a raccoon. Your boyfriend's rescued him. It was not one of your resident raccoons, as far as you can tell.
Hmm.
And then Rosemary just saying she was kind of in a similar situation the year before, and that some kind folks also helped her as well. So just always know, Cersei, there's people that are out there that are more than willing to help, um, help out. So, but Shelly, if you have any, I guess, parting words of knowledge or wisdom.
I'm not very good at that when I'm, on the spot.
Yep, put you on
Just
the spot.
be happy. I don't know. Love cats.
Gotcha. Understand. I had to do that to you though.
I'm a bit
Yeah,
shy.
it's all good, all good. And then Sue is just saying we're family, and I agree with you, sir. Sue, I don't really consider it a community. I consider it kind of like a family, especially those that are always like, you always see. Um,
Yeah, definitely. It's
you
lovely.
know, you're always going to have a certain amount of folks that are always going to be in your live streams, or comment, or stuff like that. Always gonna be there. It looks like Rosemary's telling you to have a safe trip, Shelley, to the UK.
Thank you, Rosemary. Thank you so much. Thank you. Very looking forward to it.
Catitude is saying have a great holiday as well.
Thank you,
Um,
Catitude.
and I guess I don't really have much on my end. Maya is saying also best wishes, best of luck with your travels, and that she will
Thank you,
miss your
Maya.
live streams.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I only go to a couple live streams, so I'll definitely, I'm used to being there a little bit on Saturday and a little bit on Sunday, as well. So I guess I don't know, twiddle my thumbs. No, I'll have house stuff to do. Plenty of house stuff to do.
Well, I stayed up late the other night. Well, it was last week after your live, I think it was, and I was just scrolling through, and I came across another cat channel. I can't remember the name, but they've got an orange cat and another cat, a tabby cat, and he's a guy. And I was like, wow, doesn't he sound like Adam?
It's my other channel with my other cats. No.
I looked at his profile. He definitely no, it wasn't you. But he has a cat and yeah, an orange cat and a tabby cat and maybe another one. And he does kind of similar lives, you know, like just sitting and chatting to his cats, to everybody. And yeah, it was just like it's surprising, isn't it? You never see it, but then it just pops up. They just pop up out of no.
Yeah, I might know. I mean, there's not like a ton of cat channels that go live at all. Uh,
No.
but if you don't remember the name, I wonder if there's like there's a channel I think called Flurkin. It starts with like an F, like Flurkin DUI or something, and I
Uh,
think they have a couple of kitties, but
they have a
uh,
corner. It's called like one of their kitties has a and it says the cat's name's Corner.
it looks like
I'll
Catitude
find
is
it and
saying it's
I'll send it to you.
Noah the cat apparently. Maybe they know of this
Oh,
channel.
that's it. I think it's Noah. Yeah, yeah, that's it. I think Catitude was in the live when I was there. Is it if that's right? Because I said, oh, I'm new here. I don't, I've not seen this channel. If you know that one, Adam, do you know Noah's channel?
I think Catitudes talked to me, or like not talked to me, but like texted me, or like not texted me either. I'm sorry. Sent me like a comment before about that channel. I don't know if I'm familiar with them or not. I'll look at them though. I'll look at them and see what I think, and kind of go from there. I don't want to. I've only subbed to like a certain amount of channels. I used to be subbed to like a ton, and it got to be overwhelming. So I'm only like a handful, like 10, 12 now, because it's too much. Because you want to. I mean, if you're to me, if you're subscribed to a channel, you want to like actually like visit that channel like every so often, not like all the time, but just every so often, just to kind of see what
Yeah,
they're doing. And I don't like being subbed if I'm not actually visiting the channel, because it's like, what's the point? Right? It's like, I mean,
exactly. Yeah, that's it. I don't have many. I think about 10, really. That's about it. Um, it's hard to keep up on your own channel, let alone everybody else's channels,
That's the truth. Yes, comments, right? I get so behind with comments,
Yeah,
and my comments are. I mean, you have like a ton of comments. Like I
I
notice
know.
on that.
I just go, right, I need to spend like an hour every night if I can to reply back, just 1 hour on each night, um, to just go through ones that I've missed or yeah.
Yeah, I noticed on like that one Raven short that that exploded like 5 million views or whatever the number is. I know that's not like the accurate number, but that's like the number YouTube shows, because they have that like two different numbers now, which is
Yeah.
annoying with shorts. But there's like 6,000 comments or
Yeah.
something. It's like I would lose my mind trying to. I would be just hearting and moving on most of those. It's like that's insane.
I look at the first day or the first 2 days, I'm going through the comments. After about, a week in, and if it's gone too high, I just can't, because a lot of it is it gets swamped with a lot of kids as well, like lots of hearts, and like which is lovely, but my YouTube keeps blocking it as spam because
Mm.
they send like 10 hearts and they
Oh,
comment and comment with more and more and more hearts, and I have to go through all the held comments as well. I'm like, oh Jesus, there's so many hearts here.
I
Yeah,
do
it's
want to
sweet,
get
it's lovely.
I do want to get to Cindy's question. She had one that I noticed.
Yeah.
I want to like because Cindy's
Oh, sorry.
just a Cindy. You're also. I just want to say, Cindy, you have been very generous with your donations on my channel, with supers and with gifted memberships, and that's very grateful. I mean, we'll be able to help many kitties around the world with all of your generous donations. So I wanted to definitely get to your question here.
Yeah.
So it's saying that her kitties only. How do you get her kids to eat cat food? That they only eat spinach.
Wow, spinach is amazing. I bet it's well muscly.
Yeah, when I'll kind of go first here. I was thinking like Cindy that I don't really know. I mean, just trying different types of cat foods, because I know I remember you were asking me, Cindy, like what Max was eating, and I said blue buffalo. Um, And it's like, I mean, you got Blue Buffalo, Fancy Feast. I'm assuming, Cindy, you tried like all of these different types of foods. Tiki Cat was another one. I think I left in a comment
Hmm.
for you, Cindy. That's another kind of popular one. I mean, there is stuff like Sheba, right? But I don't know if
Hmm.
you have like Sheba out there in the UK or out there in Turkey or not.
We do, yeah, we do.
I, Sheba is great for picky eaters, but I've read some stuff that Sheba unfortunately is not the greatest, like with
Yeah,
their guts and just with it's a lot of filler, so it's not that
that's
like
right.
nutrition based. It's just not that good for them necessarily.
Like Felix
Um,
and Whiskers is the same. It's a lot of sugar and stuff, additives inside. Yeah,
yeah, like McDonald's for cats basically.
it is. It is. That's what it is. Yeah, and Dreamies. It's all the same kind of crappy food, but we give it to them every now and again.
Not Roz. Sue, thank you for the super, and Cindy,
Oh, thank you,
again, thank
Sue.
you, Cindy, for the super, as well.
Oh,
Thank you.
thank you, Cindy.
And then the Roz, it looks like Roz was giving maybe something to try, Cindy. I'm assuming you can
Hmm.
see that comment on there about some maybe like tuna, perhaps.
Yeah.
Again, Sue is saying so like tiki again, or just maybe something that's got a little bit more fishy. Gravy, like some gravy style stuff, or some grilled maybe. Like
I
Fancy
mean,
Feast does grilled as well.
some cats just don't like, some cats don't like wet food. Some of them just do prefer cat biscuits. So maybe instead of, I don't know if if you are trying like with wet food, or maybe you can try a different brand of cat biscuits, instead. Because some of mine will not want to eat wet food. They don't, it doesn't matter what brand it is either.
Yeah, they'll stick their nose up to it. We had one kitty, Calico, who would never eat wet food as well.
Hmm.
And they would just eat the dry food. It's funny though, biscuits. I don't. I gotta start calling cat food cat biscuits. That's got to be a UK thing.
Yeah, we say cat biscuits. Yeah, yeah. To tell the difference between wet food and dry food. Yeah.
No, it does. I mean, it kind of looks like a biscuit. You can just put some water and it's like a cat cereal.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And then Cindy Angela here is she got a cat who's supposed to. I had a cat who was supposed to die. That's not a good thing. To start eating again, which is great, with sardines and water. So another thing. But I think, Cindy, though, you also said that your kitty or kitties that they hate fish. So that's very unusual for a kitty
Owls
not to
hate
eat
fish
fish.
too. We've only got a couple that like fish.
No, there's the little gremlin.
It's just so cute, just sitting here next to Betty,
It's an
asleep.
he has an alliance with Betty.
Betty!
It's like his protector. All right. Well, I said we were gonna go about 15 minutes ago, but yeah, we are gonna get, or at least I'm gonna get going now. Shelly, I'm assuming you're good to go. I think everybody else, it
Yes,
seems
I
like
need to
they're
go
good.
actually.
So, but yeah, Cindy, maybe try, I don't
Everyone's
know, try
asleep now. Everyone's
some
had
other
enough.
things. Try some other things, Cindy. I don't know. I mean, I guess as long as they're healthy, uh, then so be it. But I just feel like if all they eat is just spinach, you gotta start developing some sort of, I don't know, health issues just eating just plants because they need
Nutritional
meat.
loss, isn't it, really?
Yeah, they need some meat in their systems. All right, but anyways, again, I hope you all had fun. We'll do this again probably sometime in August, my guess. We'll figure it out when the time
Yeah,
comes. But Shelly, I hope you have a good
great.
trip out in the UK. Hopefully
Thank
everything's safe, safe
you. Thank
travels, and
you.
you don't come home to a bunch of ringworms all over the place.
Let me,
Ringworm walls.
yeah, I bet you I do. I'm just gonna try and deal with it as much as I can before I go away tomorrow, and yeah, just hope for the best.
Sounds good. Obviously, I'm sure you'll let the community know how things, are when you get back. Do you have like any
Yeah.
videos like pre-planned, like things that you're already like
Yes,
posting
they're
out?
already set up, and I will do some, community posts and other videos when I'm there as well. I've got a few that I wanted to do whilst I'm there, like with some of the Amazon things that came through,
Oh,
and
that's right. Yeah.
also an interview with my dad because he thinks that I'm crazy for doing things with cats. So I wanted you guys to see his opinion. I'm going to interview him with some questions about what he thinks.
Okay, interesting. That'll be that's yeah. I look forward to seeing that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everybody in chat, I don't want to say all your names because that would take too long. I
Yeah.
hope
Thank
you
you,
all have
everybody.
a good rest of your day, a good night, a good week, and I'll see hopefully some of you on Tuesday. And Shelly, take care. God bless, and
Yes.
safe
Take
travels.
care. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Bye, all. Till next time.